Back. This is a story that is heartbreaking and I think infuriating is another emotion that you'd be feeling. A school is the last place that we should be expecting discrimination, especially from those entrusted to be guardians of our children. Well, this was the case at PJ Simelane Secondary School. The SA Council for Educators is probing circumstances leading to the death of Moroausi. The 15-year-old took his own life after allegedly being mocked by his teacher for his sexual orientation. The council's ethics manager, George Moroausi, joins us now, of course, to discuss this further. George, thank you very much for your time. This is not something that we should be dealing with as society, and most importantly, this is not something children should be dealing with when they are going to school to get an education. How are we here?
Good morning, Morena, and good morning to the viewers. You are very right. Not in this day and age, Morena. This is not what we should be dealing with. I think we are long past that. It is unfortunate that some of us are still holding on to our beliefs, convictions, and we end up doing it the wrong way, as it has allegedly happened in this instance at PJ Simelane.
What's being done about the teacher in question?
We are talking about a student teacher at the moment. The council is currently investigating the allegations. They were brought to the council's attention in the past week, and we are in the process of investigating them. There are still some learners we would like to interview, and this means that we have to obtain permission from the parents of these learners. As you may know, we cannot interview learners without parental control. So at this stage, the allegations are at an investigation level.
Moroausi, I'm sure you would imagine that the family is broken at the moment at the loss of their child, but has the council been able to get in touch with the family to get their side, to hear what they are saying? Because one would speculate that the student teacher and what they did to Tiro is not necessarily the first incident. You know, these kinds of things, they become a build-up where someone who is supposed to be protecting you then becomes, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. So has the council been able to speak to the family to find out if there's more that has been happening?
This is exactly where our investigator is going next. We had to gather the background from the school, and our next stop is with the family. We have to establish what could have transpired that might have led to our child taking his own life. And you are right, these things are happening. They are continuing to happen, and shouldn't be, as I said, they shouldn't be happening. It's unfortunate. It's not only happening to the learners, let it be known. Even the very teachers in schools are being harassed, they are being abused, they are being humiliated by virtue of their sexual orientation, Morena. It cannot be right.
You mentioned something a little earlier, Moroausi, to say that we are a country that is, you know, diverse. We are coming from different beliefs, we are coming from different backgrounds, and that to a great extent influences our behavior, influences our outlook on life and the things, you know, we consume and that we share out there. That's perhaps then where an organization like the council will be coming in to try and find that balance, to find the middle ground as to, yes, you believe what you believe and, you know, this is where you come from, but society is where it is today. You know, we are a country that I want to say respects to a large degree the LGBTQI plus community. You know, they live among us. And I don't want to make them sound like they are a different kind of human being, but the LGBTQI plus community is there, and they are being, again, harassed. You know, they are being humiliated. They are being abused. More than anything, they are being killed. What is the council doing in terms of educating the educators who are coming from these different backgrounds about this?
Thank you, Morena. Morena, we are a democratic country. Irrespective of our beliefs, our convictions, we have no right to humiliate or discriminate against anyone. And therefore, what the council does is to, in its drives, we conduct workshops for teachers. And in these workshops, this is where we talk about these issues to say, as teachers, one, we should be the champions of tolerance, acceptance, spread love, and teach the learners, not only the learners, but also our colleagues, that we cannot afford to be discriminating against one another, be it teachers or learners alike. We should be the ones championing for tolerance. We should be the ones preaching love for. We shouldn't forget one thing. As teachers, we are the most powerful, we're the most powerful people there is. By this, I mean that when you say to a child, do not associate with Morena because he orientates this way or that way. What seed are you planting, and what do you intend to harvest from the seed that you have plowed? Same, as I said, goes for the teachers. So this is the message we spread to our teachers to say, you should be champions of tolerance. You should be the ones teaching or spreading love and teaching that this is, it is what it is, and we have to accept it irrespective of our convictions. It is just like that. There is no room, Morena, for discrimination.
Most definitely. Before I let you go,
one society.
Before I let you go,
and as one said,
sorry, Mr.
there's
Moroausi.
only one race, and one said there's only one race, and that is the human race. There is no room for discrimination. There's no room for humiliation of our learners and teachers alike, and or any other person that chooses to orientate however. We ought to respect that, no matter our convictions or beliefs.
Apologies for Ugena Hanungmone, but before I let you go, I just wanted to find out, Tiro's family are looking for timelines from the council, from everybody who is looking into this particular case. They are looking for timelines. They want to know when will what be done. So once the investigation is completed, what is the next step?
Morena, we should be meeting with the family in the coming week. And out of that, and having maybe interviewed our remaining learners, we anticipate that in the coming week, by Friday, we should be done with this investigation, and it will then guide the way forward in as far as this matter is concerned, taking into account the fact that this is a student educator that we are talking about. We still have to make contact with the institution wherein she is studying. And then we will be able to wrap up our investigation once all of these role players have been interviewed.